been the presence they anticipated he would be. And David, each month it's gotten better for Jimmy. The way he hasn't forced himself on this team. He forced that shot, though, off the glass and then shrugged like, didn't mean it, but I'll take it.
Well, from talking to some of the coaches, they forced Jimmy Butler on this team. His mentality was more, get everybody involved. They needed him to be more assertive, and that's what he's been.
Wiggins points off a takeaway and back-to-back triples, potentially. This one the old-fashioned way. Early 6-point lead for the Wolves. Got them right where you want them. They are second in fewest turnovers per game and only 13 a contest, so they don't beat themselves now. They will play much more of a half-court game. It's Andrew Wiggins now. Wiggins is a small forward, traditional small forward, and he's got a lot of size on E'Twaun Moore, David.
Yeah.
E'Twaun Moore, tough break, in and out for the guy that leads the league now in three-point field goal percentage at a little over 47%. See, they're going to try to exploit that matchup, aren't they?
That's
right to Wiggins.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Towns for three. Not a bad start for Minnesota. Up by 8. So 6-point lead. Very early as Butler got caught in the air, but he found Taj Gibson and Cousins right on top of the basketball. But Pels don't keep it. It'll be Wiggins for the layup. Take it with you next time. 8-point game. 13-5. Butler doesn't need it, does he?
No, he does not.
It's a good hustle effort by E'Twaun Moore. His first basket after the first 2 tries were good looks from beyond the arc. Pels are at 37%. Can't fall asleep on the weak side. Taj Gibson. Taj comes into the game averaging 12 and 8. And if anybody knows Taj Gibson, it's Jimmy Butler from their days in Chicago. It'll be Karl-Anthony Towns. He's going to the free throw line. So
nice hard take there, huh?
You said it. Drew Holiday tried to set it up out of the reach of Cousins, though. Another turnover for the Pels. Their third of the game. On the trail, Wiggins, and it squirts over to Gibson. That's when everything's going your way, even the loose stuff. 10-point game, biggest lead so far. Long 2 won't come close. Bielitsa, a legit 3-point threat into the game for the first time.
Who also has struggled, had an injury early in the season and hadn't really got back to it, but nice move, Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins, the one that you talked about, could be passive on nights. Well, he's orchestrated a 6-0 run. Brooks, 3-pointer. Aaron Brooks.
That's what he can do.
Poured inside. Cousins trying to get his way. He'll set it up. Had a good setup and a flat shot as Darius Miller comes up short. 3 minutes gone by.
He's had some pretty good looks.
Nobody on Karl-Anthony Towns. You got to put a body on a body. 6-0 run now for Minnesota with their biggest lead of the game at 15. Crawford, and a loose one goes right to Karl-Anthony Towns. It'll be a timeout. It'll be Karl-Anthony Towns, late run out. He's got it, and a triple at that. Biggest lead of the game. 14-4 run for Minnesota. They're up by 18. Aaron Brooks on the take. And a good job by Drew Holiday. Now, shot clock down. Butler, percentage buster. Unbelievable. That's when you know you might want to go home right now. Sorry. The dive, Butler. Crawford found him. Good movement off the ball. And now the biggest lead of the game is up to 21. It'll be Karl-Anthony Towns. And he's got another triple. And that was because AD was trying to help on Butler. Right. It was Holiday at the end of the shot clock. Didn't get the rim, fortunately, because Cousins got it, but he's blocked from behind. Andrew Wiggins. So Taj Gibson on a weave out front at the end of the shot clock. Gorgie Jang, corner 3.
You called it. You talked it. I blame you. Not the bad stuff I said about him first half. You talked about it.
E'Twaun Moore.
Now you got to help and possibly get into.
Can't ball watch.
That's just not that. You heard Coach Kevin Hansen talk about this team doesn't feel us. Well, if you're giving up layups every time down the court, then yes, they're not feeling you.
Cousins denied and taken away by Karl-Anthony Towns. Taj Gibson avoids contact. An easy one. Very easy. It's up to 29 now.
They're getting everything they want.
Anything and everything. 10 on the shot clock because they got into their offense early. Butler's mid-range game. Not bad. Well, Jimmy Butler will get into it since the 1st of December, one of the very best in the NBA, and that's where it kind of like took over. Good take. Wiggins He's got size advantage by a lot. Wiggins trying to lose Drew. He's got some space, doesn't he? And look at Towns. He wanted it more than the rest, didn't he?
And it's, to me, this game has been that simple.
Karl Anthony Towns. How did he get matched up there like that? Biggest lead of the game is 34 now. Mr. Double-Double, because he leads the NBA in double-doubles, has got his double-double secured. Mirotic has said he is willing to waive his no-trade clause. Boy, Cousins got away with one, and then Wiggins fouled it up because we saw Cousins grab Wiggins on the way by. Inside-out game. That worked. Now Andrew Wiggins, too close for comfort. If he gets his act together, because he's been all over the place. 43% overall shooting, 33% from beyond the arc.
Like you said, like we talked about earlier, some nights he plays, some nights he doesn't. Butler scores there, and I think the other side of the floor didn't even know he was shooting the basketball.